Okay, guys, I'm back. I have took my hair off. I have washed my face, and I'm back. Look at this little bump here. I don't know where that came from. 'Cause I don't get bumps. I don't. I don't. I don't have acne and all that kind of stuff, so I don't even know what that is. What's going on with that? It's not cute. But anyway, guys, I'm back. I told you I'll be back in a minute. I have decided to do. I'm obviously bored, right? Because I'm like doing videos back to back. I told you guys this is a Saturday night and I don't have a life. But I want to share with you guys my chili recipe. Okay, gonna follow me to my kitchen. Okay, now my kitchen is a mess, but hey, don't judge. Okay, now I'm not sure if it's going to film what I needed to film. Because again, I have a laptop, guys. I got to get me a tripod and all that kind of stuff and catch up with you guys. I'm still in the beginning stages of videotaping. Okay. So all right. All right. So it's getting my stove there. Okay. So first I got to skillet. Bam. And I got my ground beef round. Okay. Couldn't afford chuck, but this is the next best. It's between the regular ground beef and the chuck. But go on and bad about like 2.25 pounds of beef. Okay. I'll put it in my skillet. Okay. Now, for my seasonings, garlic, no particular brand, just off brand garlic powder. A little garlic powder in here. I hope this video, I hope you can hear me talking. Because you know I have poor um, microphone on my computer. Okay. Next seasoning I'm going to use is Morton's Nature Seasoning. And while I am seasoning my meat, I got my crock pot on high. Just making sure that I'm getting seasoning all through my meat. Um, and then I'm going to put just a little bit more seasoning. And I'm going to use BAM. Emerald's BAM seasoning. Just a little bit. Now, I can't give you measurements because I'm from the old school. I just sprinkle till I just know what to put in here. Um, you know, I pour stuff in my hand. I say that's about a teaspoon, or that's about a fourth of a teaspoon. That's about a half. I don't use actual measuring tools except for cups. So if I need a cup of milk or whatever, then I actually use that. But as far as like teaspoon measurements, tablespoon measurements, in my hand, pour. Yeah, I'm old school when it comes to that. Okay, now some chopped onions, which I could put the real onions in here, but I'm not in the mood to cut up onions tonight. So I'm putting the now that's that. Going to stir up my meat a little bit and let it brown. Oh, it smells so good, guys. Wish you could smell it through the video, but anyway, oh, it smells so delicious. Okay, now the other ingredients that I'm going to use is Cool Whip. But yeah, Cool Whip is going in my chili because, and I'm not using crackers. I'm going to use Fritos Big Scoop corn chips. And I'm going to use Williams chili seasoning powder. And I got the Tex-Mex style. That's the spicy, the hot one, okay? And this seasons up to 2 pounds of hamburger meat. And I'm going to also use a can of Rotel tomato sauce. It has the zesty tomato and green, okay? Because I like my stuff spicy, okay? But the Cool Whip is going to kind of put a little sweet, so it's going to be like a sweet, spicy chili, okay? And the next ingredient would be Rotel chili fixings, okay? Now, I personally don't like red beans in my chili, but if you want to put red beans, you may do so, okay? Now, back to cooking my meat. I'm probably going to actually pause this video because I don't want to run out of time. So I'm going to pause it, come back when my meat is brown. As you see, it's still red. So as it continue to cook, I'm going to continue to stir it a little bit. So basically, you're going to brown your meat until it's you're going to continue to cook your meat until it's brown, and then you will, of course, drain the grease that the meat will make. Gonna pause it. Be back as soon as the meat is brown. Okay, guys, I'm back, and the meat is practically brown, as you can see. Okay, now I'm getting ready to drain it, and I'll be right back. I probably won't be on camera, but I'm going towards my sink and drain the grease off of the meat. Okay, so now I'm back. As you can see, I've drained it, and it's got it in here in my drainer. It's not that much grease because, again, I use ground round. So what I'm getting ready to do is finish letting it drip the grease off of it. This is the Rotel chili fixin'. I'm going to pour it into my crock pot here. Okay. My lid dropped by accident. So, then I'm going to add my Rotel tomato sauce in my crock pot, as you can see. Okay. Now I'm going to add my meat in my crock pot. Okay. All right. As much of it as I can. All right. Now just put that back in the sink. So what I'm actually doing now is stirring my meat that's in my crock pot here. Okay. Now, pour this in here. Ooh. Pour it in the meat. I'm stirring and stirring and stirring. Now, stirring it with and get pretty blended in here, okay? Now what I'm going to do is take this small can that's empty, and I'm going to add water to it, okay? I put about 3/4. I filled this can up to almost, not quite, it's a little bit more than half. I guess 3/4 of a can of water. I don't know if you can see that, but and I'm going to pour the water in my chili, okay? Not a full can, but about 3/4 of a can. Okay. Now it's at the consistency that I want it to be in. Now for the Cool Whip. Now with this, it depends on how sweet you want it to be. I'm actually going to put probably, I'm going to actually start with one big old helping of it. I'm going to say two of those. Two big old wooden spoonful. So that's not quite a half of it. I would say this is probably 3/4 of it. This is how much. Can you see that by being white in this glare? Can y'all see that? As you can see, this is how much I put in there, starting off. Now you might want to add a little bit, a little bit more, but right now, this is how much I'm going to put in mine. And I think I'm gonna stop right there. I'm not going to put any more. Okay. Now, I want you guys to see what this look like. Ooh, can you see it? It's kind of hard. I think I might take my computer, bring it over this way because it's kind of hot. Can you see? Okay. All right, there you go. There you go. So this is, going to put that in there. It's going to turn your chili to like a pretty light brown color. But I'm telling you guys, it's so good. And see, in the back. I'm going to continue to stir a little bit more. As you can see, it would be much better if I had an actual tripod and a videotape or actual camera versus me trying to videotape this on my laptop. But okay, I'm gonna taste it and see if I want to add any more Cool Whip to it. Mm. Mm-hmm. Delicious, baby. So it is spicy, but that's all Cool Whip I'm gonna put in it. So I'm gonna let this simmer in the crock pot for about 30 minutes. And yeah, so I will put it in my crock pot, let it cook on high for about 30 minutes, and and then put it on low and let it cook for another 15 minutes, and then you're good to go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back in a minute with another video with me eating my chili with my favorite wine. Be back.